Hi everybody, and welcome back to my stream. It is my second time streaming. I haven't been streaming in a while, and I wanted to work on my coin today because it has been like, I think, a month or something, maybe even more, that I've worked on my coin. And I just wanted to let you guys know what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. You can check in, you can ask me questions. I'll keep my chat in another screen. And in the meantime, I'll just work on my coin and hopefully I'll enjoy my time. So, where was I? It's been a while. It's been a while that I've worked on my coin. So, let me just look a little bit in some scripts. Yeah, I just made a thumbnail for you guys. So, that's why I had all the screens open. But let me just start how I usually start. So, let me check. Yeah, let's open a new terminal and let's git clone http www.github.com/fartcoin-project/fartcoin.git. That would give me the latest version of my coin. So what I just did, let me go to full screen, was I asked the terminal to download the latest version that I have on GitHub, and this version is not really finished, but I just wanted to work on it, and I just felt like streaming again because it's been a while that I've been streaming. And as you see here, last time I've worked on it was 16th of May. So what date is it today? It is the 23rd of June. So that means that I haven't looked at the source code for like a while, and maybe you're interested in it, but my coin is just a fork of Litecoin, and Litecoin is just a little bit, it's almost the same as the Bitcoin source code. There are small differences between those coins. Yo, I see that my most, how can I call you, man? You are my #1 subscriber, man. You smash the like every time, and I really appreciate that a lot, man. Thanks for being here. I've been watching the screen there because I see the chat there and I see that you're here. Hi, I'm live. Smash the like. Well, thank you, man. So what was I doing? Because I wanted to work on it. So what I just did was I downloaded all the code that I have here on GitHub. So I wanted to update this stuff, and I haven't been working on it. Maybe it's a good idea to download the latest Litecoin and work on that. We'll use SegWit bench 24 address format. I think it does. I'm not quite sure, to be honest, because it is the latest version of the Litecoin wallet. Because what I did was I went to Litecoin, and I can't find, yeah, that's not in my project, obviously. Let me search it here. Litecoin GitHub. So what I did was I went to Litecoin, and it took me a while to figure this all out, but I got the latest release. Well, not this release, but I took this release, number 16 RC, the RC1, and I changed it into my own blockchain that I've used before. And they had an update, so maybe I could, how do you call it? Maybe I could implement that update into my coin as well. In the meantime, I don't know. I wanted to stream for like an hour or something, just to get it all going again. Because it's been a while that I've been in front of the camera. Because you might know that that my latest videos were more, yeah, how can you call it? I recorded it like 3 months ago, and I've been working on them pretty much the entire time. So I was a little bit fed up with editing, and I thought I had to go live again, man. Because some people do appreciate it when I'm live. I think create coin is so hard. Your coin is similar to Litecoin, Vertcoin, Dogecoin. Yeah, almost all the coins are the same, man. I'm not saying that every coin is the same, because I know that you've been asking me to, and especially you, Mr. Nyan45678. I don't know what's your real name, but you've been asking me to talk about Monero, so I've been going into Monero and Zcash. And the thing that I can tell you is that Zcash has a similar source code to Bitcoin, and Monero, man, I totally lost it when I tried to understand that code, because I haven't compiled the wallet yet, and so I'm not quite sure what the difference is between the Monero coin and the Bitcoin, but I think that it is created from it, but I'm not sure because I really don't know much about Monero yet. And Zcash, I could see it almost right away that it has the same files. How do you call it? File hierarchy, whatever, the file structure. man, I just had a brain fart, you know. But yeah, so as you say, your coin is similar to Litecoin, Fartcoin, Dogecoin. Yeah, it is very much similar. It's almost the same. What I just did was download the source code and edited some parts to make it a little bit my own. But the reason why I did it, I told you guys before in another video, is because I wanted to understand the source code. So the only way to understand the source code is to actually work on the code and try to figure it all out. And I mentioned the source license and use bleeding edge. Your coin is similar to Litecoin, Fartcoin, Dogecoin. Use bleeding edge and mention the source license. Monero uses own cryptography. Yeah, I had that idea too, that Monero was completely different, that they took the idea of a blockchain and they created their own version of a blockchain, and which is not a fork of, well, because they call it forks, if you copy paste the source code and work on it. So I think that's a big difference between Monero and well, the Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, because they're pretty much the same. They really look a lot alike. If you look at Litecoin, for instance, at the Fartcoin-project while we're here, Litecoin, and if you check the commits, you can actually go back in time to whatever happened on these coins. And while I was reading upon Litecoin, I read something that they were working on taking the newest Bitcoin version here, version 16, and that they tried to make their own Litecoin version 16. And that was the moment that I thought, yes, I need that version 16 wallet. And I prefer having it in a script language, because what Bitcoin has, it has the SHA-256 mining, how do you call it, cryptography. I guess that I'm saying it wrong, but I'm not sure. But Litecoin uses script, and so what I did was I was reading the differences, figuring out the differences between Litecoin and between Bitcoin, and trying to figure it all out myself, but I couldn't. So what I did was wait for a release, and I was fortunate that the next day they released a new release. So I started working on that, and I was pretty happy that I've made a Windows version and a Mac version and a Linux version. So I'm getting somewhere, you guys, but I'm still not there yet, because what I actually need is an exchange platform. So kind of like, you all know the exchanges, like Poloniex is my favorite, because I've been on Poloniex for like 2 years, and it's stable, and I feel pretty confident and secure there. So that's my favorite exchange website. But my coin is not on that exchange website, and I wish it could one day, but until that time it would be cool if I could exchange, for instance, my coin for another coin for fun, you know, so that I could, I thought of having that coin as, what do you call it, stock market in English, that you have a company and that people can buy stocks in your company. So that's how I saw that. And somebody is Dutch. Anthony, heb je al een eigen coin gemaakt? Nou, that's Dutch for did you create your own coin? And yes, I did. I did create my own coin. I can show you guys, but I think I have to build it first. So I have it on Windows. If I'm looking like that means that I'm checking my other screen and my camera is in front of that screen. So whenever I look at this screen, it's positioned right, you know, then I look in the center of the screen. But yeah, I did create my own coin. I have to go there, and it is this wallet, the Fartcoin core wallet. I called it Fartcoin because I couldn't make up a name, and I thought it was freaking art, you know. And I had a lot of fun with that name because it was just for fun. It's just a fun idea. I can't imagine it being a real coin one day, but right now I'm just playing around and checking out the source code and hoping that I can one day get a how do you call it, maybe a job for some big company with blockchain technology. So I'm not looking for this coin. I'm actually looking for like they said here that, for instance, that they try to use the blockchain for companies like when you go out, that you can buy your coins for drinks, for instance, and they could use the blockchain idea to have you pre-buy your coins, and eventually when you go out to the bar, spend your coins in a bar. So they would need a blockchain, and I hope one day that I could join a company like that, and I have to showcase that I can work with blockchain. So that's my main goal with all this playing around with Bitcoin. And what I wanted to do was actually just work for fun, and hopefully that somebody was watching. But yes, somebody is watching. So I get questions and I'm all off. So I'm a little bit tensed, you know. I always get tense when I'm in front of the camera because I know you guys are watching me and I can't see you guys and you're judging me for everything that I do. So, you know, that gets a little bit excited. So yeah, but what I just did here was I downloaded a clone of the GitHub. And the reason why I did that, let me go back to full screen, I prefer having full screen, was so that I have the latest version so I can watch it. And what I wanted to do was check this configuration. Yeah, and it's not right because I need a newer version. It's not 16, I want it to be 16.11 because I've already created 16.11 once and used it to create my Mac version, because I also have a Mac wallet for fun, because I wanted to know how to make a wallet for Mac, because I've been making wallets for Linux and that's pretty easy, but to do it for Windows and for Mac, man, that was a lot of work. It was not easy. So that's one of the first things. Get it back to 16.11. And let's start by what was it again? Oh, I'm so off, man. It's been such a while. Auto-gen, I guess. Oh, let me first go to the folder. I'm not in the folder yet. Oh, I'm stupid. Fartcoin. Let me go to Auto-gen. So in the meantime, it's gonna compile the wallet again. But now I wanted to have the version 16.11, because the last time that I compiled a wallet was 16.11, and that was when I created the Mac wallet. I call it 16.11D, I guess. Let me check on GitHub for fun. GitHub, let's go sign in. Fartcoin-project. Let's wait a sec. That's not my project. I don't have 200 releases. That's way too much. My profile, my repositories. So as you can see, I've been working with first Litecoin 0.8, 0.875. I saw a tutorial on YouTube and they helped you out making your first Litecoin kind of wallet, and I worked ever since on trying to make a 14, and later, now the latest version is the 16, and the 16 version, the last release, I called it the Fartcoin Core for OS X, and it is the D version. So it's not officially launched, so you can download it for fun, but I wouldn't do it yet because it's not finished yet. I'm not there yet. But I thought it was fun for you guys to just see me work on it. Did you see Mastering Bitcoin by Andreas Antonopoulos? I don't know who Andreas Antonopoulos, but I'm just gonna check it out. And what I want to do in future times is that I want in the screen while you guys are watching me live that you can have a chat box too, so that people can see what we're actually saying to each other. You were saying about Anthony. I just want to. Oh, I copy pasted in Windows in my other screen, and I tried to paste it here in Linux, but it won't work cross platform. So Andreas, and his name was Antonopoulos. And did you see mastering Bitcoin? I haven't seen it yet, so I haven't heard of it yet. I'll just try and remind myself watching this later. I'm not gonna watch it now, of course, but it might be interesting. What is it about? What is this Andreas talking about? Because I'm curious. And in the meantime, I'm gonna continue here. Always save your own video with yourself and post your link in Reddit. Always save your own video with yourself and post your link in Reddit. Yeah, that's an idea for future, because I haven't been really onto Reddit. I don't even have an account on Reddit. See it. I will watch it. I will watch it later. Not now, but obviously I will check it out. I will keep that in mind. I seriously will. So what I need to do now is I need to configure configure, am I right? Yeah. What is happening now, what I just did was it's configuring itself and it's checking if I have all the dependencies already installed on my Linux. And I know that I do, and if I don't, then I get an error message here. And it's checking it, and it's searching for the libraries that it's dependent on. And as you see, it went through the test. So with wallet, yes. With GUI, yeah. We're gonna build one for Linux. And let's just make it. Let's just make it one time. So this compiling is gonna take a while. It usually takes my computer like 10 minutes, I think, for the entire coin. So yeah, it's gonna take a while. And in the meantime, we can just look around in the coin. So I can show you guys that it is in fact a copy of Litecoin, because the thing that I do is let me get my notes. And in the meantime, let's just keep on compiling somewhere there in the right of the screen. The notes, my Fartcoin-16.04. So these are all my notes that I have. Let me check. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to change these letters because I like these strange letters. What can I do? What can I do while this is happening? So what I do is I use some, as you see here, some code, and this code will change every word that is within that folder. So if, for instance, it was Bitcoin, it changes the word Bitcoin into Fartcoin, and you do that with all kinds of words that are well, for instance, Bitcoin can have a capital B, it can be without a capital B, it can be BTC, it can be, well, with all capital letters, we know. And the thing that I did then was I created, well, in my latest video I showed you guys that that private keys are actually built from the elliptic curves, and I asked OpenSSL to create another, well, you see it here, this cap, another key, and use that key as a private key, and that private key is going to be the how you call it, the basis for the new Genesis block. So that's what I did, and then use an app. Well, it's not even an app, somebody wrote a program, and it can help you out creating new Genesis blocks. And let me just show you how it works. Open with gedit. Here, just fill in, well, maybe it doesn't make sense to you guys, maybe it does, but you just fill in some information a little bit in here, you change a little bit of what is written, and you run the program, and it searches for a new Genesis block for you. And once you have it, you can insert it into your own code for your own coin. And you have to do that again, but then you have to do it for the test net, and then you have to do it again for the regression net, as they call it. You said, see it, it is open source. It is very important. Don't trust YouTube. Seriously, also check 0 to Monero in Google. I will check that. Don't trust YouTube. Well, I think you actually mean don't trust anybody you see on YouTube, because especially when we're talking about money, and this whole Bitcoin, blockchain, and everything is just money. So whenever we're talking about money, you can't trust nobody, because everybody always needs money, because it's the most important thing you can have in the world. Without money, you're lost. And with plenty of money, you're not getting much happier, but you need some money, because without money, life isn't even possible. Well, maybe that's not entirely true. Well, even homeless people need a little bit of money, so you need money. So, oh, Anthony, nog een vraagje over Fartcoin. Heb je een ERC token gemaakt of is het echt een coin? This means a question about Fartcoin. Did you use the ERC20 token from Ethereum to create your own token, or is it an own coin? It is definitely an own coin. It is not a token. Well, you can call it a token as well, but it's not an Ethereum-based token on the Ethereum blockchain. This is a copy of the source code of Litecoin or Dogecoin or Bitcoin, whatever, and it's changed a little bit, and so it creates its own blockchain. And so it is a coin on itself, and it's just as badly structured program-wise as Bitcoin and stuff, so it's hard to read, and terrible. For instance, if you look at the source code of Ethereum, that's much more easier because I don't know, it's been cleaner. They wrote the coin, they wrote the language C++, and I think they used Java as well, but it's so clean, it's way much cleaner. No, don't trust YouTube with your video. What do you mean with don't trust YouTube with your video? I shouldn't trust YouTube with my videos? For what? Or do you mean I shouldn't trust any video that I can find on YouTube? Because I can understand that. Always keep a copy of your video. Yeah, I always do that. You mean like that somebody would steal it, or that YouTube would one day all of a sudden just close down, that it stops and I would lose my videos? But yeah, I'm well aware of that. I have obviously a hard disk with my projects, and I'm going to show you now on Windows. Projects, come on. And here are my finals. And as you see, here is a list of all the videos that I've made. And I'm well aware that YouTube is just a tool for your videos, and it shouldn't be your #1 place to store videos. So that's why I keep it on a hard drive. I like to keep it for myself, but you never know what's going to happen, because the quality drops once you upload it to YouTube. So these are all big files, like 1 GB, and once I upload it to YouTube, it compresses the stuff, and so that's not cool. It's not cool when that happens, because you lose quality. I can always see when I watch my videos back on YouTube, and I don't do that a lot, but sometimes it happens, and then I see I really hate the compression that they have, because I can see it back in my videos, especially on the earlier videos that I made. So yeah, I don't trust YouTube on storing my videos, because I can't even download them back, so it's not a smart move to do. So yeah, make a video on Bitcoin generator. What do you mean by make a video on Bitcoin generator? Because do you mean mining Bitcoin? Because I can teach you how to mine Bitcoin very, very quick. It's not that hard. You need a miner, and you need to start the miner. And let me check if I can do that for Bitcoin right now. I don't even know if I have a Bitcoin miner yet. I need the interwebs. Let me think. I need to think out loud. What do I already have? Let me check. Because usually when I work on stuff like that, I keep stuff here in my own coin. So important information should be here. Okay, I have a miner, and I could use that. It's called the minerd.exe. I haven't heard of it yet. There are cases of YouTube censoring people's videos. Heb je ook een filmpje hoe ik deze coin kan maken en ERC token ook al wel gelukt? There are cases of YouTube censoring people. Yeah, of course YouTube is censoring people, because they don't want. For instance, I know for sure that they're censoring, because if you would film that you would kill somebody, then it would be off YouTube. So obviously they are censoring people, and I don't know if they're censoring people. Maybe they're censoring only scammers. I don't know if there's a lot of reporting of that person, because my videos are not being taken off. My videos are not censored, so I don't know why it would censor somebody. So a miner thing. That's what I was doing. I was searching for miner. Oh, not minder. Minerd.exe. Can I get a GitHub? Can I get a GitHub? No. GitHub. CPU miner, CPU miner. Which miner is this? Do I know this miner? Is it a new miner? Miner H, AutoGen. This is not for Windows releases. Oh, the CPU miner for Windows. Let's just download that for fun. 64-bit version. Heb je ook een filmpje hoe ik deze coin kan maken en ERC token? Well, Anthony asked me if I have a video how to create this coin, and I think that you mean with this coin that you mean my coin, the Fartcoin. You can even download the wallet yet, but I shouldn't do it because it's not finished yet, so it's no use. And if the ERC20 token, I have tried it a little bit, but I didn't want to do it because I wanted to make my own coin, my own wallet and stuff. I wanted to understand Bitcoin, not Ethereum, because I have mixed feelings about Ethereum. I don't know what I think about that coin. I obviously have some of the coin, but it's different than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is you know, punk, and that's more my style, you know, and Ethereum is more like, I don't trust it. I still have a feeling that Ethereum is created by bankers, and somehow I'm not against bankers, but I am against the fractional reserve system, and I don't know about Ethereum. Obviously it's changed a lot in the last years, but I don't know. I didn't want to use it. I wanted to understand Bitcoin. So what was I doing? I was trying to download this miner, the cool CPU miner. Come on. This, I supposed to throw it. I don't know, somewhere here. Give it here. Okay, miner D. And what should I need? It says here that if I use miner D, I can set it to script. Well, I'm not using script, so let me just try and start that first. Git bash here. Remember, you guys? Let me try if it works. Miner d.exe --help. Okay, so this is the help screen. Let me check. So I have to change a couple of things because I wanted to use it for Bitcoin, because you wanted to see Bitcoin. So let me first open my Bitcoin wallet. And gladly I have downloaded the blockchain, I think a day or two ago, so not that long ago. Happy to see when you're complete on making your own coin. Well, thank you. And like I told you guys, my coin is complete once I have an exchange place, because there's no use in well, you know, what are you supposed to do with the coin if you can't trade it with another coin? So you can only keep the coin, and I don't know, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to know the entire protocol. Is that the right sentence? I don't know. You guys shouldn't forget I am Dutch, so sometimes I'm confusing myself in my brain what I'm supposed to say. Bitcoin now can only be mined with ACID and supercomputer. Well, you're quite right about that. You can use those ACID and ASIC is it? I said ACID, but ASIC stuff, and you can buy that stuff. I guess it was the end miners. I don't know if you guys know about these, but end miners are okay, I guess. But for instance, for me, I live in the Netherlands. So what that means is that I have to pay around, eventually, you know, they always say that it's cheaper, but eventually I have to pay like 29 or 28 euro cents per kilowatt hour. So it's not profitable for me to mine here, especially on Bitcoin. Come on, Bitmain. Website is even offline. Well, let me just show you some pictures. You probably already seen these things. And miners, they're all over the place. And especially with the price nowadays in Bitcoin, you shouldn't buy this unless you live, for instance, in a country where energy is very cheap. Look at BISC. It is a decentralized exchange. BISC. Yeah, but they all say that it is decentralized. And while they're an exchange, it is centralized. Am I right? And all the coins are decentralized. So I don't, you know, the word decentralized is you know, it goes in here and goes out there. I don't take it seriously anymore, because everything that is within these blockchains is all decentralized, I guess. So I don't care about the word anymore. I'm sorry, man. I might be a little bit salty or whatever you can call that, but hey, you know, that's just me, man. Okay, but I was working on my coin, and I wanted to show you this, but this takes a while, man, verifying those blocks. So, you know, you cannot generate bitcoins out of thin air. You have to mine them, and the rewards are always per block, and there's only one block per 10 minutes in Bitcoin. That's just hard coded. If you try and mine more blocks and you succeed, then it only gets harder to mine the blocks. So for instance, it checks every 2 weeks, if I am correct. Yeah, every 14 days. And let's just shrink that 14 days into 1 hour, and we say within 1 hour, every 10 minutes 1 block, so that means 6 blocks per hour. If you mine 7 blocks, it's getting harder. So the problem that you have is everybody is mining, so it mines way too much, and then all of a sudden it gets way harder to mine, and that's been since day one with Bitcoin. So yeah, it's hard to generate nowadays, but theoretically it's not really possible. Theoretically, Bitcoin could be mined by a couple of normal computers as well, even though it is better that it is mined by so many miners now, so that's way safer. So it is a better way that it is as it is today, but you know, theoretically it could be all done by a couple of computers, but nowadays no more. My Bitcoin wallet is almost finished with this stuff. So what am I supposed to do now? Because I have never mined Bitcoin before. I haven't done it. I don't know. I know that you need a mining pool. So let me just search for fun for a mining pool. Bitcoin mining pool. Not on pictures. Okay, so what is the best mining pool? China, no, I don't care. BTC.com, Ant pool, that's for Antcoin, blah blah blah. Ant pool is a mining pool based in China, owned by Bitmain. Ant pool mines about 25% of all blocks. I don't know, can I join? How does this work? Interesting. So what was it called again? Man, my brain is not working as well when I'm tensed. Because I know you guys are watching me, and so, you know, I feel like I'm in front of a class or something, you know, like lots of people are watching me, so I get a little bit tense. So let me check. Ant pool, not with 3 O's, Ant pool. Why are you still mining on Ant pool? Okay, Bitmain. Can I mine on Ant pool? Do you guys know if I can mine on Ant pool? Maybe I'm just doing something really stupid right now, because I haven't mined Bitcoin ever. I've only mined for fun my own coin and tried Ethereum once, but it's like I told you guys before, it's not worth it to do it here. I can even show you the Ethereum mining calculator. Is it profitable here? If I would mine for fun with my GPU, if I overclock my GPU, I've once had it to 24 mega hashes. It consumes 120, and I pay, well, you see, I would not make a profit. So this screen tells me don't do this stuff in Holland, because it's not profitable for you right now. So it's smarter to even buy the coins with real money, you know. What are you seeing here? Don't be tense. Yeah, I'm always tense when I'm in front of the camera, you guys. That's why I usually make videos, because I can edit those moments out that I'm getting way too tense, because you guys don't know, but sometimes it's really hard, man. You know, it's weird, you know. I don't know if you guys are ever live yourself. Use slush pool. Is that a good pool? I'm just wondering if we could do this, if we could pull this all off. So I didn't want to quit this stuff. So slush pool, you're saying use slush pool. I'm just checking it out. That's it. I hope I don't need an account or something, that I can just start. I just need some information. Pool statics, where can I find it? Home. Where is it? Hash rate, system stat. How to join? I don't want to sign up. Some pools are really simple. Like, for instance, I have it here, and this is all about Ethereum. Oh no, there was a Dotcoin. Well, I don't know, this Dotcoin, because there was somebody that wanted some information about Dotcoin a while ago, and so all I needed to do was search for eventually this information, this Stratum stuff, Stratum TCP, and add my wallet and give it some password, and then it would work. But I need that information from here. So how to join? Well, let me just search. How to mine? What was it? Slush pool. I need those stats set up. Give me the information that I'm searching for. Nope, 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 nope. Hash rate, where is give me a second. Stratum mining proxy. To run all the mining behind Stratum mining proxy. Give me the information. No. Sudo Python. I don't want to install something special. I just want to use my miner. Python. I don't want to use Python. Come on. /pool miner d.exe setup. Because I just wanted to show you how to do it, and it's taken way too long. Oh yeah, that was what I was searching for. Yeah, the CG miner, that doesn't matter. Number 333. This is important to know. Where was my notes? Here are my notes. Let me just write it down here. You see Stratum, so I would use miner D with an O on Stratum. I guess that I could use I think that this would work too, having my wallet here as well, but this is an Ethereum wallet, I guess. I'm not sure. Get rid of this. What could be an address that I have? Well, I could just check here. Hide this stuff. Receive. Request payment. And I have an address. So that means I would have to have this address here. And what else do I need to know? I need to add this kind of information in the Bitcoin folder. So roaming. Oh yeah, I keep my Bitcoin blockchain on another drive. Bitcoin blockchain. There is no Bitcoin configuration yet, so I need to make a new file called bitcoin.com. You want to change it? Yes. And within this file, I'm not supposed to see that. Should copy this. Let's change that name to Bitcoin. Oh, did I actually do that? And well, whatever. Password, my local host. Let's take another port. 8338 would be a good place. So save this. Reboot the Bitcoin wallet. That's what I'm supposed to do. Close down. This one is saved. What do you see? Okay. And don't use Suspo. You can mine Monero, Strategic Coin, and Testnet Coin on your own CPU. That's true. That's true. I always forget that I could use the Testnet. Mining Dutch is ook goed. Mining Dutch. Ha. Nice name. Even Monero mainnet coin can only get mined in GPU. Is that true? That's nice. Look at Samurai Wallet in Google now. Use batch segwit address format. Look at Moneroju. Moneroju. Is that Japanese? Moneroju. Moneroju. Let me restart this. Oh, wrong wallet. I didn't want to open that wallet. I want the Bitcoin Core wallet open. And now it should load this. So I need, I think, that doesn't even matter. That doesn't even matter. That's only for local stuff. Let me just try this out. I don't even know if it's necessary. So if I am correct, this will be all that is needed. No, it's not. Command not found. Oh yeah. Stratum authentication field. So I'm using the script algorithm that could not even work. That's logic, because it's not script. I should change that to SHA, so that means script here should be written capitals, no, SHA 256B, because that's what Bitcoin uses. But I cannot authenticate, and that makes a lot of sense because I have no account there, so I don't know if I need an account. No. There's only one way to find out. No, I cannot authenticate yet. Oh, that sucks. You guys. And I wanted to work on my coin, and all of a sudden I've been doing all other stuff. Man. So let me just check back at my Ubuntu. Is it finished? Oh, it did. So what happened now was that I compiled the coin, so I guess that I can find it now in source qt Fartcoin qt, and it should work now. So let me, this one is, yeah, is it correct? Use the data, blah blah blah. Okay, it's cool. So in Linux it looks a little bit different. As you see, I don't know why yet, but it didn't load my, you know, how do you call these? My buttons? My buttons on top here. So it is actually supposed to look like this, but it does not for some reason. But I think that Windows is more important than Linux in this case, because if you work on Linux, you probably already know how to fix this stuff yourself. What's it? Yeah, my girlfriend is laying down on the couch, and I totally forgot that she was in the room as well. So I looked over and I was like, huh? Oh yeah, she's also here. So whoa, there is so many going on in the chat right now. Look at my www.miningdutch.nl. Okay, so let me just check that out. I haven't seen that website yet, so let me just check it. I haven't heard of it. Mining Dutch. I literally copy paste what you just wrote in the chat. Okay, I have never seen this website before. It looks very fancy. So where to go from here, man? Log in. I can't log in, but I'm just gonna try. Oh, my favorite song. Let me register. Username. These are not usernames. I'm just Daytrader Channel without all that Gmail stuff. Oh, I can't even do channel. Well, they're not chan. It's going Daytrader or YouTube. Or maybe it is possible. Okay, make a password. Well, you know how I usually make my passwords. So this is called, what was this website again? It's Mining Dutch. So it's something with Mining Dutch. Passwords don't match? Again. Now they do. My web spam. 4-digit number. Remember this pin. 4 digits. Oh. I don't have my numlock on. So what I meant to do was that. I accept it. I am a robot. You all know that I'm a robot. Select taxis. Okay. Save it, whatever. So I probably get an email. I type Samurai Wallet at Google. Samurai Wallet. I will do that while I'm here. How do you write it? Samurai Wallet. So, why am I supposed to check this out? What is this wallet? What is special about this Samurai wallet? A Bitcoin wallet for the streets? How is this any different than any other wallet? What's going on in this wallet? Could you explain why I should watch this wallet? Trusted node, push transactions through your own personal node. It's all so fancy, and I hate it when stuff is fancy. I want it, you know, to be straight to the point. Is it just like any other wallet, or is it special in any way? How many coins do I have in total? I'm not gonna tell you how many coins I have in total. That would be weird, you know? If you guys would know how much I have, you might want to hack me. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have any coins at all. You don't even, you would never know. But now, to be honest, I have around 1 Bitcoin. I was just joking around. Nah, but I don't know exactly. I have some on Poloniex, like I think 0.6 or something, and I have on my mobile phone something, and on another wallet. So I think in total it's around 1 Bitcoin. I should check the source. How can I check the source? Do you know where to find the source? Okay, so I just checked your mailbox. Let's go to my mailbox in the meantime. And how can I check out the source code of this slush pool? No, not slush pool, this samurai one. Where can I find it? Home, features. Okay, somewhere's encrypted. Yeah, obviously. Okay, scroll down. Is there a GitHub? Is there a GitHub? Give me the GitHub. No GitHub? I hate it when there's no GitHub. Samurai wallet. GitHub. Please. Oh, it is there. Oh, thank God. So you want me to check out this source code. And what am I supposed to check in this source code? McAfee has a new wallet that can't be hacked. Everything can be hacked. It's always hackable. I'm sorry, but if something is made, it's probably hackable. But it's just defining hacking, of course, because the easiest part of hacking is hacking humans, obviously, because humans are the weakest point in programming, because they make passwords and they screw up making backups and they screw up keeping stuff safe. So the Android wallet, maybe it's an interesting wallet, because what is the coin that is being used by this wallet? It's built upon Bitcoin J. Well, you guys know Bitcoin J. We've used it in a tutorial before. And there are so many Bitcoin related stuff nowadays. Like, a lot of people always tell me, like, or ask me, like, do you know this? Do you know that? Do you know this coin? Do you know that wallet? Have you ever heard of whatever? And I'm like, no, man. I know a couple of coins. So I haven't seen it. But is this for Bitcoin? I'm curious. Don't tell your crypto assets to anyone. Crypto assets. Well, I don't care people knowing. I'm live right now, so who cares? You can know how much I have. I'm not proud of the amount that I have and that I'm having. I'm not scared that you guys would steal my stuff, because I know how safe it is, so I don't see you guys doing it. I'm not gonna ask you guys if you want to hack me, because I don't want you guys to try. That would not be cool. I would be very sad if that would happen. But I trust you guys, you know. I should not trust anybody, I know. Don't tell your crypto asset now, but check the programming. Okay. You want me to check the programming. What am I supposed to check? Because it is all in Java, and Java is not really my language. Not really. Like, where am I going? I have to search. Oh, this is way too much work. How am I gonna do this? I'll just download a clone. Let's start with that and just check it out later, and maybe I can make a conclusion on it, because I am interested. Because if it looks as a good wallet, and it is open source, so that means that I can legally copy paste it and change it for my own coin. So it's a cool idea to do. So I want this source code. I have saved it. It is in my downloads, but I never watch my downloads, so let's just copy it to my background. I'm sure that I will see it. Samurai wallet features. Okay, it is with Gradles and stuff. So I think in order for me to actually be able to easily navigate within this app, I should, I think, open it in the Android SDK. And I don't know if I have installed it yet on this PC. Android Studio. Okay, I do have Android Studio installed. So I should load it into the Android Studio and check it out later, but it's gonna be a lot of work, man. You guys expect me to be able to read this stuff like it is my native language, like I would read a Dutch language thing, but this is written by someone else in a language that I think I'm a beginner. I know that I'm not an advanced programmer, never. I can just read it slightly. I can just read it just as good as I can read the language German. So, okay, open an existing Android Studio. Let me just check if this would work. I don't even know. Or should I use Eclipse? I need to find my users, shock division, and then go to my desktop. And there is a wallet here. I already recognized it. De vraag was eigenlijk bedoeld, hoeveel Fartcoin is er in totaal? Oh! Oh, hoeveel er in totaal is. So the question that Anthony was asking me was not how much money I have, but what he was asking me was how much Fartcoins can there be ever in total. So you are interested in the mining calculations, and I can show you because I have even made a program for myself to figure out how these formulas in mining work. So I created a reward, and the formula that I'm using is written down here. So it's probably not obvious for you guys, but what I did for myself was I created a small program called rewards. As you saw, that was what is inside the program. You open it in terminal, you write a reward, and press enter. You ask the amount of blocks. So for instance, we say block 1 million. Is that a good 100,000, 1 million? Press enter, and it goes through all the blocks until 1 million, and then it tells you how many there are in total. And as you see, these are the mining rewards. So total Fartcoins generated after 1 million blocks would be, what is it? 143 million in total. And the thing that, what I'm proud of that I did within this coin is that what you see is every block has a different reward. And as you see, it decreases exponentially. And what is this? OpenJDK platform, allow it. OpenJDK, yeah, that's okay. So as you see, there is always a difference in the reward that you get when you're mining, and it's exponentially declining. So what that means is that the first blocks pay out a gazillion and the last blocks pay out not that much. So eventually, I've done a calculation on this stuff. Where did I have it? I even wrote it down here. So what this means is after 1 month there will be, this is in millions, 43,800,000. After 2 months it will be 112, and as you see, after a couple of months it slowly decreases. So that means that the developer would get the most coins. In my case that will be me, and I could use that, for instance, for, you know, promoting this stuff. And my main idea was I wanted to have the first 100 blocks for me and my friends and family, and another idea was I wanted to give the subscribers of my channel the chance to mine the blocks between, for instance, 100 and 1000, or I wanted to have a sign up or something that you can order your own block. And I can show you, for instance, if we would have those blocks rewards. Let's go to 100. The first 100 blocks, they pay out a lot. Well, as you can see, way more than the 1 millionth block, but the 1 millionth block would be here after, when am it would be 500,000 blocks per year if I would write the code that it would mine 1 block per minute. Then that would mean 500,000 blocks a year. So that means that the first year is the most important year, and later on it is less important. And eventually it ends after 10 years, or after 20 years, you will get to a point where it would only give you 1 coin, and it will always, eventually it would always mine 1 coin. So we're going gradually down all the way to 1 coin. As you saw here, we were almost there because this was 10 coins at block 1 million, am I right? So that means at block 10 million it will be 1 coin, because the formula that I used was whenever the blocks are 10 times as big, the mining reward will be 10 times less. So it was just easier calculating when I was making this here, because I made a for loop to figure out how to do this nice curvature, so that the prices would always, well, as you see here, it would always be a little bit less. 10.11, 10.10, 10.9, 10.8. Get less a little bit. And since the subsidies for Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin, and all the coins that I have seen are all in integers, and maybe you guys remember what I taught you guys in my videos was that integers are whole numbers. They cannot have a dot. So this, what happened here, is not even possible within an integer code. So I had to change the code to make it possible to do this. Yes, do more programming Bitcoin wallet, Litecoin wallet. Do make a video on programming Bitcoin softwares. How will you solve scalable problem? Will you segregate lighting or increase in block size? How will you solve scalable problem? To be honest, I don't even expect it to happen, and I did not copy the Bitcoin protocol. I copied the Litecoin protocol, and they don't have that problem, if I'm correct. I don't know, but another thing is I want the blocks to be mined every minute instead of every 10 minutes, so that would change it a little bit. But I think that if my coin would ever be this big, that big as if you are well, as you were saying, if it would be that big, then I think that I would get some help from some developers, because GitHub is an open source platform where everybody can help. Everybody can join, change code, upload it, and eventually you can put it in the coin. So yeah, how long am I online? Almost an hour. I wanted to do it an hour, but I don't feel like leaving yet. Not yet. Why not? Because I wanted to show you guys something interesting as well. Come on, be gone. I have so many screens open right now, man. Did you know? I don't want to know. This was that wallet. Let me check the app. I haven't worked in this program for way too long. How is this? I'll get back on that one other time. I just need to figure stuff out all over again. The problem with programming, at least in my brain, is that whenever I'm working on something, I know a lot about the stuff, and then if I haven't worked on it for like a month, then I totally forget that stuff. It's terrible, man. But I wanted to show you guys is an interesting thing. If you think it's interesting, it's a Windows app, and it's called Ubuntu in Windows, which I also use to make the coin. So CD Fartcoin, I have it also here, ready to be compiled. So I've set it up all, and it took me hours. Well, what do I say? Hours. It even took me days to set it up right. But now that I have it, now that I have set it up right, I can always make. Let me correct myself. Let's delete this. That's the Windows version. Oh, you can't because it's open. Oh yeah, obviously. Let me just close it. Close. Scotty, I don't like this sound. Is that my camera going off? Yeah, that is. Wow, does that mean that it's finally over? Is it online? I don't... Sorry, but I just heard my camera going on. My battery up? I don't know. Well... Oh, it's just, it was the program on Windows that just died. Okay. So you guys don't see me anymore. And in order for me to even be able to show myself again, I have to reboot the open broadcasting software. So that means that I have to close this live feed. I'm sorry, you guys. And I'm even watching, I'm even looking at my camera, but you guys can't see me. So I don't even know why I'm looking at my camera. So I'm really sorry that I am going offline right now. And I think that we should talk about this later. Yeah, my camera is gone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that. It was the software on my PC that crashed. So that's the reason why I'm gone. And this song is created by a friend of mine, and I don't like this song. Stop it. I don't know if you guys hear it as loud as I do, but I didn't like that song. So I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I have to go fix my camera first. So we'll talk another time. And it was a pleasure being online with you guys. I hope you did enjoy it as well. And yeah, see you guys next time, man. Thank y'all. Oh, dat was wel stukje, man. Mijn camera ging zomaar uit. Oh. Ja, de software stopte ermee. En ik ben nog steeds live. Goodbye! Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yeah, I should